dude, you know, hey, food will make the soul move. You feel me?
Word.
You can see from this stomach, all this right here, fat nigga. Look at my back, fat back nigga. What? I don't know why.
Hold it down.
Hold It Down podcast. I'll be your host, Quan the Baptist. Shout out to Itchy Vine. My nigga.
Tell them about it. Tell them about it before we get started. Go ahead.
You know what I mean? Itchy Vine died, you know what I'm saying? The retweeted your boy, you know what I'm saying? We too hot in the business. Huh? You feel me? Out here with it. You know what I mean? Shout out to Itchy Vine Don. Shout out to Daylight, you know what I'm saying? The heroes. You feel me? Out here. Yo. Look out for the next project. I think they might be working on something. You know what I'm saying? It look like they're gearing up to do something. But let's finish the outro or the intro first. This is the Hold It Down podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm here with my co-host,
the Unstoppable Bloodbath. You know, he hadn't said his own name,
aka Daylight.
That's who you are.
I mean, Itchy Vine God, he's the producer, and he's a chubby dude with a beard.
Okay, sure. I guess I'm the Daylight of the group. It's your main man, the Unstoppable Bloodbath, for my co-host Ichiban Quan himself.
I'm out here.
We still at it in the kitchen, talking our shit and giving praise to great albums. Go watch our video on the Heroes album. I think you'll really like it. It's the best album reviewed yet by far.
You know what I mean? Shout out to the Ichiban Don. You know what I'm saying? Catch him in Benny Han eating all the wonton.
Exactly.
That bar was fired until a game dissed him. It was like what was it? He said Benny Han don't even serve no fucking wonton. I was like, damn, really? I was looking forward to that shit. I like wontons.
I like wontons also.
Yeah, like wontons are fire. Even if you like, I mean, I will say we out here in Atlanta, and it sucks to say Atlanta has great food, but the Chinese food out here is trash. I've tried places, and then I have my job that drives around, and I try other places just because I'm like, you know what? I don't want to just get regular wings and fries. It'll always be a Chinese spot. Anytime there's a Walmart or Kroger supermarket, there's always a Chinese spot there.
Yeah.
I've tried different kinds. Some of them come close. I'll give you that. Some of them come close, but it's always like they'll be good in one thing and they'll lack in another. Like the chicken wings might actually be fire, but then like the wonton soup won't be that good, or the fries. I mean, the fries will be regular.
Or Atlanta has trash Chinese food, like,
or the fried rice will be regular as fuck.
It makes no sense how none of them can get it right, or
at
they
all.
At least haven't been going to the right places. But I've been here a couple years now. I've tried a good bit. Don't none of them hit, and it's sad that when I go back home to my small town in Florida, the Chinese food hit way harder.
God, it does.
And we don't even have like a big Asian population there
at all.
Like at all.
The only thing I can attribute it to is maybe like, I guess, the people that actually, like the people that are responsible for the recipes in New York, at least, because I can only attest it to where I've experienced Chinese food first. I'm not saying New York invents everything. I know we have a habit of doing that. But how I remember Chinese food, maybe some of them migrated from New York to Florida, which we know New Yorkers love to do. And then maybe we do love to do that. I gotta admit it. You know what I'm saying? And then we love to come there and complain. We love to be like, yo, this shit is slow as fuck, bro. Like, bro, you can't walk nowhere, bro. Like, damn, son.
No sidewalks.
You ain't got no sidewalk, son. You know what I'm saying? But maybe that's it. You know what I'm saying? Now,
or I don't know what it is, but I guess I've been to Dallas, and Dallas had pretty good Chinese food too. Then I come back here and I get reminded of trash Atlanta Chinese food. It's like everywhere got Chinese food in Atlanta. Atlanta focuses on the wings and other shit. But Chinese food just like is last. The Mexican food's pretty good out here too. Yeah, Chinese food is just last on the totem pole of food.
And the funny thing is, it probably wouldn't be that bad if I liked things other than just the fried chicken. Like my thing,
be ordering the same thing.
I do order the same thing.
Order chicken. I'll be ordering actual stuff to be on the Chinese food. I'll order some lo mein. I order like different one. I'll order sweet and sour chicken. I'll order general sour chicken. Like I'll mix it up. And
some of them things are good, because even when we're saying that Atlanta Chinese food sucks, it's not bad. It's just bad compared to what we know and how good it can be. But I like getting chicken wings and fried rice. You know what I'm saying? And that's like my main thing. That's what I always got. That's the epitome of like Chinese food to me. You know what I'm saying? And it just doesn't hit the same. Some places do it a lot better than others, but even with that, yeah, even with that, it'll be like if I go to a place that has good wings, the fried rice will be average or blah. You know what I'm saying? Mm. Or I might get one thing I like to get on the side is the pork rib tips, the boneless spare ribs. Mm. Sometimes those are good, sometimes they're average. I like getting wonton soup on the side also. Sometimes I know some places that are bomb. The one that's by the Dead End Studio. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Pot a Lot Records. You know what I'm saying? Dead End Hip Hop.
The label.
That one, the wonton soup is fire. Mm-hmm. But then like another spot that we went to by the Walmart, the one that has for the real cheap Panda Walk, wonton soup is ass. So it's, you know, you can never just find a good spot that has what you want, everything. It is what it is, but you know. And I used to feel the same way about pizza, but Oz changed my mind. I am scared though. Anytime I'm like somewhere, I'm like, yo, I want pizza. But if like I'm not around Oz, I'm like, I don't want franchise neither. I'm like, I don't trust none of these other places for pizza.
Have you tried Mellow Mushroom yet?
I know, and I've seen it around. I've wanted to try it.
I ain't tried it yet neither. I know it's really popular, but I still haven't tried it yet myself.
Yeah, I've heard good stuff about it. I do want to try it one day.
We went to Da Vinci's that one time. Well, at least we got it free that one time. That pizza wasn't that bad.
Da Vinci's.
That was the time I told you I came home with all the free pizza.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't judge that because I think by the time I got to it, it was already like it's already sat for a minute.
It wasn't as warm no more.
Yeah, I like to judge food when it's like nice and fresh because then I know it's real. But when it's plus I'm spoiled, so like when some food sits, sometimes it don't feel as great to me, and you know it might not be a reflection of the actual quality of the product. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But yeah. Again, shout out to the Von Down. We're gonna show love because. You know what I'm saying? Bro looked out for us, you know what I'm saying? Watched our review, you know what I'm saying? Said we were on point with everything. You know what I'm saying? That it makes us feel good. It makes us feel good when, you know, they take some time out to watch our shit, you know what I'm saying? Let us know that we're out here spreading the gospel and whatnot.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like we was dick sucking either, because we had some critiques.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot, but we had some.
Yeah, I try to make a point of always tweeting at the artist or like letting the artist like know, like I'll tag him on social media, something like, hey yo, we reviewed your stuff. So yeah. But I mean, Hitman Holla gave us a retweet too.
Yeah,
he didn't do as much as like HID Boyz did, but he gave us a retweet at least.
Shout out to Hitman Holla, man. We appreciate that too.
Did too. I don't remember.
Shout out to Shotgun Show. I ain't gonna say all the good niggas because that's implying that like Lou Castro and Geechee Gotti wasn't good. I mean, I will say I don't think the Geechee Gotti was good. I'm sorry. I have to keep it even because I love, like, when it comes to battle rapping, this podcast knows I am Geechee Gotti biased. Yeah. But when it comes to that music, I have not been impressed yet. You know what I'm saying? Lou Castro, it ain't my cup of tea, but I did see what he was going for, and there is a certain quality there. And I could see myself like in a year or two that being one of the niggas I listen to, or him catching one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Might fuck around with the Capella Gray, the nigga that made Gallus. They could catch one together easily. They talented. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, shout out to Hitman Holla, Shotgun Suge, and you know the heroes. Ichiman Don Daylight, all that.
So this is a whole down podcast where we talk hip hop and battle rap culture as a whole,
and have long ass intros, my nigga. You feel me?
Usually the show is broken up in a couple parts. First part is hip hop shenanigans, Quan's favorite part of the show. Then we do an actual battle review. Then we do our artist of the week.
Bow.
So I think now is a good time to go ahead and start the actual show.
Yeah, let's actually get to it.
We got caught up in a tangent.
That's what we do. You know, hey, food will make the soul move. You feel me? Word. You can see from this stomach, all this right here, fat nigga. Look at my back, fat back nigga. What? I don't know why, but like I was watching the Squadcast. You go without meat. And Tahir had said some shit. She was like, you know, shout out to Tahir. We know you're gonna go with Derry because you got fat back. Nobody laughed, but I died laughing, bro. I don't know what it is. Fat back is funny as fuck to me, bro. Fat back is funny as fuck. I don't care what nobody says, bro. Fat back is hilarious to me, and I don't know why, but it is. It's like, dang, most of the time the fat be in the front. When it's in the back, oh. I ain't gonna lie. I look at myself in the mirror. I'm like, I got some work to do. When I see myself fat in the back, I'm like, damn, I let myself go. It's back there. There was no more room left. God damn.
This fat is spreading.
The booty levels are rising. You know what I mean? But yeah, let's get to our first news topic. Are we gonna get the sad shit out the way?
Yeah, go ahead. We want to talk about the serious stuff first.
So this year's been a crazy year. You know what I'm saying? Blessings to all those, staying safe out there. You know what I'm saying? Still a pandemic out there, but we've lost a few. You know what I'm saying, of our fellow black people out there, and we want to send a rest in peace to Slim400. Part of YG's crew, integral part in YG's story and whatnot.
Yeah.
I didn't even see the details. I just know like he's gone, and I was seeing that it's actually real, and that's crazy. It's been wild, and also rest in peace to Nick Cannon's son Zen. I couldn't even begin to imagine what that would feel like, losing a child, and that's crazy. And while most people do weird things for clout, I respect him, Nick Cannon, going on his platform and like actually talking to his therapist on air about it. That might have been one of the few times I've seen somebody like take a tragedy and actually like use the attempt of trying to heal from it in a good way, like talking to your actual therapist. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't like just trying to talk about it or have it be a topic. It's like, well, I'm gonna go to therapy about it anyway because I just lost my damn child. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, maybe this could help somebody else because it happens. So it happens. People lose it. I know somebody, not personally, but I went to school with somebody I know that had something like that happen. Like, just one of the moments where your child just didn't wake up. You know what I mean? Type shit. Which I know that's gonna scare me when I'm a parent. Because apparently that's a thing. Like for the first 6 months.
Talking about sudden infant death syndrome.
Yeah,
it can happen any moment.
Yeah, and that's gonna be crazy. So like I know somebody. I went to school with somebody that had that happen. I'm like, I couldn't even imagine. Because one thing you don't think about is like life and death is already a crazy thing. But when you have a child, like you don't look in that child's eyes and think of like, yo, you can go at any second. You know what I'm saying?
There's nothing you can really do about it.
Yeah, like all you think about is life with that child, and then just to have that's crazy. So, condolences to the Cannon family. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. Rest in peace.
Yeah, that was rough news to hear.
For sure. That was crazy.
So we're gonna talk about the rough news and transition to a nigga who was talking rough. HID Akademiks. Boy,
let's talk about this nigga, boy. I feel like I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I'll be feeling like Game, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is all live matter except this niggas. That's one of the best lines I ever heard him say against me. Cause I feel like that line describes Game so much.
Mm-hmm.
He really don't want to bother nobody, but like if an inch of a problem comes his way, he's full force. You know what I'm saying? He'd be like, yeah, me cool. Like, that nigga album was like average. You know what? Fuck that nigga, dog. on the set, cuz fuck that nigga. You know what I mean? But yeah, Akademiks out here, having bass in his voice.
A lot of bass and standing up.
So who you might ask? Out of all the ops he's had, all the people that have, actually come to his platform and let him know I want to slap you or I should slap you. People that have let him know like, hey, niggas out here is really getting offended by the shit you saying. Online spats that he's had with other men. You know what I'm saying? Who is he finally, bringing that smoke back to? A fucking woman.
Like always.
A fucking woman. Right? I've never heard this nigga have so much bass in his voice. Using tough talk too. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about, yo, handle your business. Handle what business? The chick was so like she was tight, but then she was also like, I know he ain't gonna touch me though. Like I know he ain't gonna touch me.
Here's the situation, because Quan hasn't explained it yet. I thought he was going to explain it, but he was too in his feelings to explain the situation. So, the Fresh and Fit podcast, which is, we never spoken on them before, but I've done a lot of research on them. They're trash individuals with a horrible show. So, they...
Really?
Yes.
I've never checked the show, but I always get like them little mean things, and the mean parts I may agree with a little bit. They are a little rude though. But I assume... like those are probably a good moment in the midst of it's like the Adam 22 the No Jumper podcast. Mm-hmm. They might have a good moment, but like overall there's a lot of trash going on up in this building.
Yeah, it's a bullshit show.
Gotcha.
But, so DJ Academics be on their show sometimes because he's a bullshit person.
I'm about to say it fits right in.
It's on brand.
It's cinnamon on apples at this point.
Exactly. So he was on an episode talking crazy to a girl. Just I don't know how their argument started, but it shouldn't have got to that point to begin with. But people in the room were saying that the girl was being rude to him first. That's why I've seen people trying to say the girl may indeed have been rude to him first.
May indeed.
As all very possible. We know women can just be crazy at their mouth sometimes too.
You know what I'm saying? It happens. It happens.
But the issue here is the way Akademiks responded with aggression.
Yeah.
It was visible aggression towards a woman unnecessarily. Like you could be upset and bothered by a woman's words. Of course. Words can hurt.
Of course.
But you can't become like aggressive in the way he was. You can't be standing up being demonstrative and yelling at the woman with bass in your voice.
Yeah, don't be demonstrative. Think you're going to just slide by that big word you just threw up in there?
I have a vast vocabulary.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. But yeah, like you can't be bucking up at a chick like you want to do something. Like how you get tough with a woman? How you get tough? And you ain't never been
in his life.
Cause okay, the woman was being rude. Cool. It ain't the first time this nigga's been rude to.
Nope.
Niggas been rude to that nigga in person. You know what? That nigga be comfortable in his seat, chilling. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, the Migos stood up. That nigga looked every which way but the right way, my nigga.
Because he was trying to figure out who got left off Bad and Bougie.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, son. Like, yo, whose man's is this, my nigga?
He was also because he always talks crazy to women, and then niggas got to get him back in line. Because remember, he was going on a rant about John Legend wife. He was like, man, fuck Chrissy Teigen, fuck that bitch, all that. I don't give a fuck. John Legend, get your bitch, bro. And then eventually, I think John Legend came out and made a statement.
I'll slap the shit out you.
It was something. I think it was something like that. And I don't remember word for word what it was. But then Akademiks came in to apologize a couple days later because he got in trouble at work for like insulting Chrissy Teigen.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. I could.
He be starting beef with women. He don't never want none of this smoke with men because
Freddie was
Gibbs talking shit to Freddie Gibbs.
He's which is still random to me to this day because Akademiks is like SoundCloud trap music type shit. Why are you fucking with the nigga that makes classic albums with Alchemist and Madlib? Like, and the problem is like Freddie Gibbs, like.
Freddie Gibbs is so real. He don't even want to beef with Akademiks.
Yeah, bro.
It's just jokes to him because he know how fake Akademiks is.
It's the same shit you told me about, the a past roommate that you had, and I was like, why didn't y'all? And you're like, you don't get no points for that. Yeah, there's no point.
Yeah,
there's no as much as a nigga pissing you off and you really want to do something. It's like after you gonna feel regret afterwards. It's gonna be
it's a lose.
Yeah, but Akademiks be talking cat. Like I ain't gonna lie. I think I've said this before. I don't wish harm on no person. But if I ever see an article that like somebody slapped the shit out of Akademiks, I will not be mad.
Yeah, me neither.
He's earned that.
It's well overdue.
Well overdue. I'm surprised.
But we gonna see if he accepts because Freddie Gibbs challenged Akademiks to like a fight, like a boxing match. He was on another podcast recently, and he put it out there. Actually, it was spreading like the same day the video of Akademiks talking crazy spreading. So was the video
of timing.
Freddie Gibbs talking about he'll fight that nigga.
I would love to see that shit.
It ain't gonna happen. But I'd watch it too.
Yeah, that shit crazy. Like, Akademiks gotta sit the fuck down, bro. And stop bucking up at women, my nigga. Like handle your business, man. I still haven't seen you say that. Nigga, Vic Mensa said he wanted to slap the shit out you. You was humble, my nigga. Is you crazy?
That nigga said, I really think you a bitch. And his response was, in what way?
In what way? Nigga, what was the words then? Where was handle your business? Where was that? Where the fuck was that?
Because he was already handled. There wasn't nothing left to handle.
That's why when niggas like 21 Savage and G Herbo went there, they ain't had no smoke with the niggas. They know you pussy. Like,
ain't no point, bro.
It's like, what's the point? What we gonna be mad at you for? Like, it's just like we gonna just let you dig your own grave. Something gonna happen to you, and we ain't gonna be involved because we also know you police. You gonna tell like ASAP. You know what I mean?
It was the same thing with 6ix9ine. Like niggas knew 6ix9ine was all talk. Niggas, that's why the real niggas really wouldn't beef with him. Like the only real nigga 6ix9ine had actual beef with was Chief Keef. And he was on a worldwide tour running from Chief Keef.
Yeah.
Because he kept talking crazy. other real niggas, bro, they ain't even waste their time speaking on
They may say fuck him once and then that was it.
Yeah, because like,
niggas like Game, YG.
He
like,
way too public. He way too public for you to get anything off on that nigga.
I will say though, some people could allege that the YG having a problem with 6ix9ine did lead to the classic song Suwoo.
That's true.
And if that is the truth, I'm all for it. Because I quote, I ain't with the pink hair blood shit. Mm-hmm. I ain't with the only in the club blooded. You know what I'm saying? That's shit a classic right there. I don't care.
Yeah, I agree. Even though it lost in triple overtime to a random Nipsey song, but we ain't gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we ain't gonna talk about that shit. That's neither here nor there. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, academics need to slow that shit up because somebody gonna get to you, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm almost getting upset because it's always the niggas I like that end up in bullshit and get touched or get caught by the police. But it's the niggas that really be asking, they sit down with candles around them in a circle, drawn in the ground, praying to the universe, meditating. Somebody fuck me up, and the shit don't happen. You know what I'm saying? The shit don't happen. I'm like somebody that really just don't care about doing a little jail time. Slap the shit out of this nigga, bro. It's not what I'm wishing, but if it were to happen, I wouldn't be upset. Not shoot him, don't kill him. But, you know, I feel like some niggas just need a good, healthy, like, a humble, you know, pack out right quick. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I just need niggas when they see that nigga just think of Baby Keem on his Family Ties song. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck let the in the party? Beat him up. Nigga says it 3 times in the song. Beat him up. Beat him up. That's all. Just a friendly, you know what I'm saying? A little Mano slap. You know what I mean? That's all we need. That's all. And maybe he'll shut the fuck up or be humble and sit down when talking to a woman.
He not that kind of person. He would just sue him like a little hoe.
Like a little hoe. Well, hey, so that's when we need somebody broke to do it. We need somebody broke. I ain't even gonna say his name because that's still too controversial. But we need somebody that's in the crew that nobody knows but is loosely attached. You know what I'm saying? Put in work one time. Mm-hmm. So then if Akademiks do sue, what are you gonna sue for? That nigga barely entourage. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. He also knows not to play with the niggas that are still like young and dumb. Like
that's because he tries to befriend all of them. He always tries to befriend the little. So niggas look like he's the king of the little generation. He knows all the little such and suches and who's. All of them like Akademiks.
All the hottie highs and hootie hoos.
Because he's the only one who covers their music.
Yeah, because he got lucky with Freddie Gibbs. Because let him try I think it's only because Freddie Gibbs got locked up for that bullshit overseas that the nigga was like, he had a time to reflect on life and be like, all right, because I tell you what, niggas that really be about that life, that you know, when the consequences of their actions happen, it's like, all right, this sucks, but you know what, fuck it, if I gotta lay down, I'll lay down. But what really fucks with a nigga is when it's like, nigga, I done shit, but this thing they're trying to get me for, I ain't even do that. Yeah. And when it's some shit like, you know, like what he was accused of, I'm like, that's not even gangster shit. Like this is stains on my name type shit. You know what I'm saying? And in the form, like Freddie Gibbs went through some shit. So it's like, you know what? I do want to put hands and feet on this nigga, but I just got my freedom back, and who knows how that shit could have went. So I'm not even about to play with these niggas and not about to give attention to this nigga who, you know, only has bass in his voice when arguing with a woman.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Only wants to speak the truth when he's talking to Brittany Renner. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of truth to tell. And I don't even think he was false in that shit, but it's like, fam, let you get in front of one of your 6ix9ine niggas and tell them the truth. You ain't got none of that energy. Nah. You know what I mean?
He don't believe in equal rights. He won't be having the same energy for men and women.
At all.
He won't be doing that.
At all. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it is what it is, man.
All right.
Next topic.
Speaking of a nigga who keeps that same energy, Jussie Smollett or Juicy Smoulier.
Juicy. Niggas do you call that nigga Juicy?
Juicy Smoulier. It's from a Dave Chappelle stand though.
Yeah, he's a French actor. Yeah. Juicy.
You know him.
You know him. That shit was funny as fuck.
Juicy Smoulier has been consistent in keeping his story that he was attacked and he was the victim of a hate crime.
Yeah.
and everyone with common sense knew this man was lying. Everyone knew it. This I'll say this is not hip hop related, but we had to cover it. It's just too funny.
I mean, he was on Empire. Empire's a hip hop ish show,
and he did claim himself to be the gay Tupac.
Yeah, and he was. And for those that watched some of the show, he was in a rap battle on that show.
I've only seen the first episode of Empire. I
didn't watch it, but I just do remember that it got Donkey of the Day one time because they put Jussie. I'm gonna call that nigga Juicy. Jussie. They put Jussie in a battle, and I guess he had been like outed at that time or whatever. So the nigga against him was trying to like battle him and like make gay jokes and shit. And the nigga didn't bring a verse back. He sang. Nigga said, I remember this shit because I was like, there's no way this shit is real. I remember the lyrics go, just because I'm gay, it don't matter. God ain't make you no better. I forgot the rest, but he ended it with bitch. And I guess that was supposed to be like the mic drop moment. But yeah, niggas put that on Donkey of the Day because I was like, listen, I'm all for gay rights and, empowerment. But nigga, if that shit ever really happened, they had a real life, they played the same audio and then put booze over it just to be like, this is how it would really happen if he tried to pull that shit in a real battle.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas
to all aspiring battle rappers out there, don't you dare start singing in your round.
Don't ever. I don't even if you got a voice, I don't think that it's not going to translate.
No, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? The furthest we gotten is when Real Sick did the beatboxing shit. That was cool. But after that, y'all niggas leave notes.
Yeah.
Notes, tones, my nigga.
Do not start singing in no battle unless you can sing like a robot like Cleveland Jr. But that's different.
Yeah. For sure. You know what I'm saying? Or if you want to speak was it Klingon?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Cleveland Jr. the only one who can get away with that stuff.
For sure.
But anyway, Jussie Smollett, he beat the case the first time because they think they threw it out, and everyone was like, all right, whatever. It's bullshit.
They brought it back like a DJ.
So then I remember Chicago got like a new DA or they got a new something. They got a new something who was like held a public position. And I remember the first thing that nigga said they wanted to do.
I want all the smoke.
Was retry Jussie Smollett.
That nigga said, "Who I smoke Jussie."
Because I remember there was like, I remember people on Twitter had jokes that was like, yo, this nigga ain't said nothing about reforming anything. First
at
thing
all.
in their mouth. We need to get this nigga.
That's the first thing. You know what I'm saying? Highly ironic too, because like I did see niggas tweet. I was like, yo, this freaking Jussie Smollett retrial has gotten so much more publicity than the actual freaking murders in Chicago, which is one of the places. I mean, if you listen to any hip hop in the last 5 years, is murder still going on? Very, very, very regularly. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So this has been captivating all the headlines all over again. And now he's been found guilty on 5 or 6 accounts, basically of lying. Just basically just lying. Yeah. Because everyone knew this nigga was lying from the beginning when his story was he got attacked in Chicago.
Late night.
It was like 2 o'clock in the morning, -degree weather.
Walking to a Subway. Not an actual Subway with trains. I mean a Subway Eat Fresh.
Yeah, the restaurant.
Subway has never been that important.
No, never. To go out in -degree weather as yourself, as a celebrity with money, you could afford to have delivered, have someone go for you. Like
in the day of Uber Eats, man.
Everybody knew the nigga was lying.
Yeah,
everybody.
Bro.
He would have been better off saying that he was on the way to get some dick or something because people would have. That would have made way more sense to me. But your story is, I was hungry. You know what I'm saying? I was on that late night Subway. What? Why you lying?
That shit crazy.
Your logic.
And then to say that
your logic, my brother.
Then to say the niggas had MAGA hats in Chicago.
Yes.
Word. All right.
At 2 o'clock in the morning.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, niggas had MAGA hats and poured bleach on them.
And then they recognize you because you were gay and black.
Yeah.
And so he was just like,
like a triple threat.
And he was like, yeah, they recognize me from Empire. I don't think any racist people watch Empire. They wouldn't have known you.
Yeah.
They also couldn't have looked at you and known that you're gay.
Yeah.
So there's like, it was so many layers of, sir, you're lying. This nigga lying, Your Honor. Like that's everyone knew.
I ain't gonna lie. If you racist and you watch Empire, you're stupid as fuck.
Yeah, like it's not the kind of thing that a racist or a homophobe would watch.
I be feeling like that, like Atlanta. I was like, yo, if there's anybody that's racist and like moves to Atlanta, like you're stupid. Like you can go to anywhere else.
It makes no sense.
You just decided to move. I'm like, I just want to be mad all the time. Niggers, like nigga.
The logic,
Go upstate, nigga. You'll find your own kind. You'll be just fine, nigga.
the logic just wasn't there at all, and we all knew he was lying. Now he's caught lying. But he hasn't been sentenced yet. We don't know what they're gonna make him do. Honestly, I don't feel like the nigga deserves jail. It's not jail worthy to me. Just make the nigga pay some crazy fines and call it a day.
And he's already about to
everybody's time.
He's already about to pay because like his name has been destroyed. Like he was beloved.
For that nigga in these streets.
He was. This is the dumbest shit he ever did because he was beloved.
Because
like,
he wanted to be the gay Tupac so bad.
Yeah, that's when I knew.
I still don't know what that means. Nobody knows what it means, but it's provocative. It gets the people going.
That's what I knew. That's what I knew. That was some bullshit with it. Because like if something like that mildly really happened, like, and nothing, no disrespect. I'm not saying that somebody's gay. They're not tough, but nothing about Jussie says tough to me, right? So for him to go through that traumatic experience and then the day after be at a concert or performance, whatever that shit was, and be like, yeah, I fought back on the niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm the gay Tupac. Nobody.
What does it mean?
I don't know.
What does that mean?
I don't know. But when you try to give yourself a brand name, like Pepsi, that's a brand name. When you try to give yourself an ill name over some traumatic shit that happened to you, that's when I know like you're not taking it serious.
You sounds like Cap at that point.
Yeah,
you're sounding quite capacious. Because
it was capacious. I ain't gonna lie. That's fire. I don't even listen. I don't care if there's some influencer that watches shit and steals that shit. I want that to be something.
Capacious?
Yes.
Capacious is an actual word. It does not mean cap at all.
It don't, but niggas change definitions all the time.
Niggas could change the meaning of it.
I would love that.
Like, yeah, bro, we all knew Jussie. It was big cap.
Yeah, it was capital cap. You know what I'm saying?
Major cap.
It was a captain of cap.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
Anyway.
Yeah. And it's crazy. It's crazy. They trying this hard to try to find that nigga guilty, but you know, Kyle Rittenhouse out here doing podcasts and shit.
Oh, he's on a tour with all the other races.
Yeah.
All the races putting him on their show, get him a platform.
Yeah.
They're treating him like a hero.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you can't be out here on stage getting your own ass whipped. You know what I'm saying? But you can be out here and, you know, commit double murder and shit. But it's cool. You know, America.
Word. Yeah, that's gonna do it for the hip hop shenanigans this week. We're gonna get into the actual.
Oh wait, we didn't want to talk about Bobby Digital.
Oh yeah, sure. Something I came across earlier in the week. I found out that RZA, aka Bobby Digital,
you know what I'm saying,
he's getting his own action figure. I was very surprised, but I know rappers get action figures sometimes because Travis Scott had his.
Yeah.
Didn't Snoop Dogg have one too?
Yeah.
I think it would be cool if an action figure company came out with like different rapper action figures in general, like just like if they could get the likenesses to it. I think it would be like a cool collector's type of thing. Like I feel like niggas would collect them if they could collect the whole Wu-Tang or like come out with a Death Row line. Like
that would be fire.
It would be cool, especially if they stick with like that lane of like 80s and 90s rappers. Niggas will really fuck with it because like
for sure.
I don't think people would collect these modern era rappers just yet.
Yeah, exactly. not yet because it's too much going on. You fucking around and try to buy a Lil Uzi Vert action figure. First of all, I think it'll be small as fuck. And then you gonna fuck around and get it when he got the purple dreads, and he gonna be like, you know what, something different. And cut all his shit off, and now you be like, this nigga don't even look like him no more.
Exactly.
Niggas be changing their mind, try to get it with the diamond on him. He don't even wear the diamond no more.
Exactly. You gonna have to buy 2 different J. Cole's. Going to get the OG J. Cole.
Yeah.
You're gonna get J. Cole locked. It's like
it's too different, man. You know what I'm saying? But Wu-Tang niggas would do that shit. Get it like the old Dragon Ball Z action figures.
Yeah.
Just sit there and look cool and shit. You know what I'm saying? I do wonder though if they really made a Wanksta action figure, because I do remember it was in the video, and I was like, you know what, if they actually sold that, I might sell a little bit.
It might.
I wonder if the streets had that at all.
Niggas like collector's items, and action figures at this point are mainly only collector's items.
Yeah,
I know because I keep up with it. The action figure community, mainly because I want to collect Power Rangers and Transformers, but that's an expensive hobby. But the action figures are just collector's items. Kids don't play with action figures no more. They play with computers.
Yeah. Shout out to the Wu. Shout out to the Wu-Tang. You know what I mean? Straight from the slums of Shaolin.
All that shit.
You know what I mean?
So anyway, this week's battle,
you dig,
is a rematch that's been
brewing.
Yeah.
Stewing in the pot.
Niggas been really waiting for this rematch. It was A-Ward versus Geechee Gotti.
Woo!
The trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the third battle. This time it's on Riot. Riot is a league that Geechee is part owner of. So that's why the battle was in Compton. That's where Geechee's from.
Compton.
A Ward was out there just trying to do his thing. So general opinions. I don't think I really watched many Riot League battles in general.
But, I know I haven't.
But I can tell it was done by Avocado because like Avocado directed it because it said at the end, which it was cool. It looked good. Everything about the battle was well done. They had I consider pretty high production values.
Yeah.
Put a lot of effort into making sure everything looks good. I think Riot has potential to be a pretty successful league, especially in the era of Smack only being on their app and caffeine. Yeah. Riot could really start trying to dominate the YouTube space, kind of like RBE's trying to do the same. Like,
it definitely gave you like
there's room in the YouTube space for another battle league.
It definitely gave me like a nice little King of the Dot feel, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Almost like a present day grind time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I could definitely see that working.
Lush one there made me think of grind time.
Yeah.
Lush used to host a lot of grind time events too.
Yeah. So that, and you know, Geechee Gotti with all that money he been getting on these battles, and we know he got it. So you know, it's like, why not put these little niggas on? You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Yeah. So yeah, general opinions of the battle. It was a good battle, but it was very one-sided.
Yeah.
Very one-sided.
Yeah.
To the point where I'm pretty sure this is going to be a quick review.
Oh, for sure.
It's going to be a very quick review.
It's not much to say. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I will say, you know, A Ward, he came out fighting.
Yeah.
He definitely came out fighting. He wasn't weak by any means.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the crowd was feeling him on some good parts. But we could obviously see that nigga Geechee got the lights on in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Shit's so bad. Niggas broke a chair while A-War was rapping. It was like, yo, we gotta do that shit again for Geechee. It's gotta be even. You know what I'm saying? Niggas broke a chair again just for Geechee to rap it.
There was so much bias. So much bias. It was like
so much.
It was A-War was never gonna get through that thick layer of bias.
Yeah, like, and I think he knew that. I think he knew that. He had to know that was gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? You can't show up and battle somebody in their own league and just expect non-bias.
Yeah.
You have to really be like next level to like outdo a nigga in his own stage. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This ain't like this. There's no amount of like 8 Mile that you could watch that just makes you feel like, you know what, I can go against Papa Doc. That's not how this works.
It's really not.
Papa Doc was a visitor still. You know what I'm saying? He went to Cambrook. That's a private school. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you was going against Future, you know what I'm saying, in the building, that'd been a different thing. You know what I'm saying? If you was going against Papa Doc in his house, and his parents were the audience, you know his parents got a real good marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Leave the nigga Clarence alone. He got nothing to do with this.
No, his real name is Clarence.
So anyway,
yeah, like that. It was definitely a good bias too. It wasn't like you know, T-Pain going against like Chocolate Dropper type bias.
I remember that.
But it was definitely like we definitely was fucking with Geechee more. But like when you say some hot shit, we gonna rock with it. But then, like, you know, when Geechee says something mild, we're going to be like, yeah, every fucking bore. You know what I mean? Yeah, I respect it. I feel like they want a third. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like this is almost setting
a third.
Up. Oh, this was?
Yeah.
Then why does it say A-Ward versus Geechee Gotti 2? I know they battled before.
Nah, they said that they battled once and then they battled a second time and niggas say A-Ward won it and this is their third. At least I'm pretty sure this is their third, unless I'm missing one. You know. I
did hear them say trilogy, but then like in the title it does say Geechee Gotti versus A-Ward 2. So I was like confused. I did see that they battled before, and that was the one where they say, you know, A-Ward won because Geechee Gotti didn't take him serious, which that does happen when gangster battle rappers, you know, battle a white dude.
Yeah.
It does tend to happen.
It do.
So, you know, as good versus was it Sharon or was it Ron? It was versus Ron. The whole premise was I don't give a fuck about this battle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Ron is actually good, so he ain't one to play with. The only person I've seen pull off the I don't give a fuck about you. Av. It was Av versus Dre Dennis.
Yeah.
And it worked.
It worked like a motherfucker, boy. That's a fact.
Av killed that nigga and he made it seem effortless. I felt so bad for that nigga.
For real. But yeah, man. A-Ward put up a good show, put up a good fight.
He really did. I would say though, I do feel like his best round was his first.
Yeah, it did get because if he kept, I feel like if he kept that momentum, it would be more even. But it was like it was almost like the crowd was like, all right, we was feeling him too much in the first. We got to calm down these next two.
It's because he was doing different shit. So in the first, he came out good. It was all about bars. He had the Monopoly scheme that was good.
Yeah,
he freestyled that the chair shit happening that was good too.
Yeah,
So he was in the moment. He was feeling it, and like he had some good references. He would call people out for dissing new and shit. Like it was an overall great round. Like
it was cool.
First round was well put together.
Which round did he try to imitate Geechee Gotti's style?
Was
that the first or second? Okay,
the second.
Because I ain't gonna lie, that was a noted that was a noted weak point. Because a lot of times where niggas be trying to like imitate somebody, they could either be really good or really bad. Hence, when he tried to imitate Charlie Clips, really good.
Yeah.
Him trying to imitate Gotti, it was so. Because there was a good bar in there, but then there would also be a weak one. And it was like,
it was also in Gotti's house. You know, niggas wasn't going to really fuck with
that. So you can't really try to break down somebody's style like that when it's like, everybody's here like, we like that shit.
Yeah.
Like, we like it. It
wasn't gonna work. Cause Geechee came out in the first rap, had hard punches, had wild shit. First round, and the crowd loved every minute of it.
Every minute,
the crowd was like, "Oh, Geechee time, y'all get hype!" Like,
you know what I'm saying?
It was like it was like niggas turned the hype up to 15. It's our time now, y'all.
It's our turn.
Everything Geechee said went crazy. So then, after you said, and A-Ward tried to come out in the second. I don't know why he did this, because this is not how you capitalize off of Geechee's energy. It's come out with a bad impersonation.
Yeah.
He also didn't rebuttal.
God damn.
You ain't hear that rain?
Nah, I knew it was raining, but I didn't know it was like it's splash out there.
Even with my headphones on, I could hear that rain.
Yeah, I might leave a little earlier today.
But A-Ward didn't rebuttal also, not once this whole battle.
That was a little weird.
That was weird to me too.
Yeah,
because if you could freestyle some chair shit happening, you'd be working on your rebuttals. That's what you do.
His rebuttal game crazy.
Geechee did more rebuttals than him.
I feel like Geechee did the rebuttals because he knows A-Ward does rebuttals. He
expected A-Ward to rebuttal.
So I feel like A-Ward tried not to rebuttal because you could tell Geechee was expecting the rebuttal.
Because Geechee usually rebuttals at least once or twice. Like Geechee's pretty good for rebuttals too, but like, he don't be going as rebuttal hard as A-Ward though. Because
A-Ward can keep going with it. I think Geechee knows he's like, I'm gonna get this one off, and then we gonna get into the round. Trying to go. So a lot of niggas like will do that. They'll have like a good rebuttal, and then they'll try to keep on going because the rebuttal got momentum. But then it's like you ran out of ammunition. A-Ward knows how to like keep on going with the shit. Like we said, he has impeccable memory, so he won't just remember the shit you said that was fire. He'll remember the fire shit. Then he'll attack the time where it was a little weak in your round. He'll attack the shit that you said that's obviously false. He'll flip it on you.
He'll rebuttal your whole round before he even starts talking about shit that he wrote.
I'm pretty sure there's sometimes where he only goes in with like 2 and he's like, I'm just gonna rebuttal the shit in the second round. So
Geechee came out in the second after A-Ward's impersonation round, just as good as the first. So at that point, it was a wrap. I wrote down it's a wrap on my notes by the second round.
Nigga said, treat you like a puma, put this cat on the shirt. Niggas was so hyped they didn't even catch that bar.
Yeah, bro. No, everything Geechee said was wild in the first 2.
Yeah, they didn't even catch him saying that shit.
So then in the third, A-Ward came out. He was trying, but like you could tell he knew it was over. he knew it was over. He said some
respectfully.
He said some okay shit. It was better than the second. I'll say that it was better than the second, but it wasn't good as his first. It was an okay round. Then Geechee ended it off with a more personal round where he was just going at A-Ward's brother's addiction. Yeah, and he had some pretty good lines in there, but like, it wasn't as strong as like when Geechee tells the hood nigga storyline, but like I can feel like it was just as personal, just about somebody else. So I feel like it worked. I don't know why it was his third. I would have made that the second.
Yeah,
but it worked.
Usually his thirds be the thing we come like. His style is very consistent, but there's always like a bump extra on his third.
He only called him a bitch like once.
Yeah,
he stopped. I feel like he been slowly stopping the nigga. You was a bitch. That was his catchphrase for a minute, but he don't do it as much no more.
Yeah, because you know what the problem is? When he used to say you's a bitch, he would really break down the nigga.
He would explain why the nigga was a bitch.
Yeah, and I feel like now like he knows niggas, so it's like he can't really either is already exposing nigga for whatever he was exposing, or Like he actually knows niggas, so he can't even really get into his use a bitch bag. He's friends with everybody now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But back then, like nigga would be with Shotgun Sugar, be like, nigga, you's a bitch. Nigga, you went to Detroit and da. How the fuck you going? And it would hit, my nigga. It would hit. Or freaking I think when he went against K-Shine one time, like it was either K-Shine or it was somebody went against. He was like, nigga, you had that problem with Chess, nigga. How that nigga named Chess? He got more heart than you, nigga. Like, where was you at? Like, he'll really, and I'll be like, that's what I would feel that nigga when he said that shit.
Yeah,
now it's like
when he did it to Averb, he broke down why he was a bitch.
Yeah, bro.
In such detail. He's like, nigga, you's a bitch. You get mad when people don't speak when you walk in the room. You's a bitch. You be beefing with females. You's a bitch. Like he was going. He had so many examples of why Averb was a bitch. So it was like a whole round of why he was a bitch.
Yeah, that nigga use a bitch used to be a big fire thing. Now it's just like it's almost a bookmark in the battle. It's like doesn't really, you don't really got no use a bitch like shit to go with no more because.
It's kind of like if I'm gonna take it to wrestling.
He used to expose niggas. Like he used to really like test niggas.
I'm gonna take it to wrestling terms. Some people they'll start out as a wrestler with one finishing move, like all right, that's their finisher. But then as they wrestle for longer, they start adapting other finishing moves. Cause like nigga use a bitch, that was like his finisher. That was like, oh damn, that was his rock bottom.
Yeah.
But then he was like, damn, I need something new.
So he came with a sharpshooter. Cause now that's what that is. Now it's a sharpshooter.
Yeah,
it damn sure ain't the people's elbow.
Nah, it's not. It's not. Cause like he's adding more moves to his arsenal. But we don't know what all he's gonna be using just yet.
Yeah,
cause I don't know what his new thing is gonna be. Cause before it was nigga use a bitch. I feel like he's working on something else right now.
Yeah, he might be. Side note: I always hated the people's elbow. I hated it. I hated it until you actually complete it. When you complete it, you love it. But
the setup.
The setup, it's a oh, and don't be in a game where you can get interrupted.
Oh,
it is.
You just gotta stop using it,
bro. If it's anything,
you can only rock bottom at that point.
If it's anything other than a singles match, good luck, my nigga.
You be trying to pull that shit off. If you could get that shit off in like a triple threat or a fatal 4-way,
you are the GOAT.
Yeah.
Cause that should be rough, my nigga. And then especially when you playing against computer, the computer always hating. I'm like, nigga, I don't like this nigga neither, bro. Just stop me when I go for the pin. You don't gotta interrupt me. I'm trying to go for the elbow, my nigga.
Nigga wasted your whole special.
Yeah, my nigga. Oh, but I used to hate that shit, bro. That's why SmackDown used to be elite, because that shit be like, nigga, you gotta just sit there and watch this greatness, nigga. But no mercy. Oh, you nigga, stop that shit. Clothesline. You thought.
Or you sitting there trying to do it, they just going to pick that nigga up. Like, bitch, you saw him laying there for a reason. Don't you come pick this nigga up.
I'll be like, I hate all y'all right now, bro. I hate all y'all niggas. Spine buster, nigga. Yeah. Oh, that shit used to get on my goddamn nerves for real. But yeah, A-Ward, Geechee got a good battle. But freaking, yeah, Geechee definitely had it. Yeah. Had it the whole way. You know what I'm saying?
We can all the way. Get into the scores. Crowd control.
Crowd control. I gave A-Ward a 3, respectfully. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Geechee had to give him a 5. It was on Backyard. It was like just in 5 material, but it was like a clear, very big difference between him and A-Ward in the crowd control.
I completely agree. I gave A-Ward a 3, Geechee 5. We are in agreement. Yeah.
Now delivery. I gave A-Ward a 4. I feel like his shit was being delivered well. Even when the crowd was clearly not on the side, he still was like, into it, doing his thing. Geechee, I gave him a 4 also, because it was like one of those, like, he was comfortable there, so he didn't have to get in an extra bag. He didn't have to go crazy. He didn't have to treat A-Ward like it was KCJ or something.
Okay.
He was mad at KCJ. KCJ did some shit to him, because that might be one of the best Geechees I've seen.
He said he didn't even want to do her like that.
He didn't want to.
He said him and her is cool. He didn't want to do that to her.
He was getting tired of that whole people was choking on her. He's like, I'm not gonna do that shit. I'm gonna choke the bitch. that's what he did. Because that shit was crazy.
I gave A-Ward a 3 and I gave Geechee a 5.
I respect that. Haymakers. I gave A-Ward a 4. Haymakers. I just left my main chick. But Haymakers, I gave A-Ward a 4. I feel like he was saying some good shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the impersonation was a weak point, but he did have some good lines in between everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It was a good award. It just wasn't his day in the crowd. Geechee, I gave him a 4 because it also wasn't the best Geechee. Niggas was reacting to a lot of shit, but I ain't gonna act like Geechee was saying the best shit that day. What was your score?
I gave A-Ward a 3, and I gave Geechee a 4 also. I think Geechee was good, but it wasn't the best Geechee, like you said. Yeah. A-Ward, I gave him a 3 because his best round was his first. His second was pretty weak to me, and then his third was just okay. So I don't know. I just wasn't as impressed with A-Ward this time. I think A-Ward did good, but it just wasn't the usual A-Ward.
Yeah.
I can only give him a 3 for Haymakers. Zone.
I gave A-Ward I gave him a 4 before, but I'm gonna give him a 3. I'm gonna give him a 3 because
I gave him a 4.
You give him a 4 on his own?
I gave him a 4.
I feel like I'm gonna give him a 3 because like he was in his like you could see that like in the second and third that like he was trying to keep it, but
he knew it was gone.
Yeah, he knew it was gone, but he handled it pretty well. Cause some niggas like you know, like niggas like niggas like Mike P. Niggas were like, he was like, yo, am I winning this round? I mean, am I winning this battle? Nah. But then you kind of see the energy like leave. Like A-Ward kind of still kind of kept it for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Kept it cordial, kept it professional. Geechee, I had to give that nigga a 5. That nigga was comfortable.
Yeah, I gave him a 5 too.
That nigga could have sat on the beach chair and battled that nigga.
So A-Ward got a 13 out of me, which is a B. Geechee got a 19, which is a A.
At me, he got a 14. A-Ward got a 14, and Geechee got an 18.
All right. So that was the battle.
Let's get into these bars. I'm gonna keep it short this time too. A-Ward, move, son. What you brought? A few guns? God already split a Red Sea. What you think will happen to a blue one? Look, he let his inner red flag come out on that one. What you think will happen to a blue one, son? His Texas came out. Geechee Gotti, you a fucking child, bro. I'll knock your top off when the cow blow. Now I'm carrying 8 head in my hands like Al Snow. Yeah, I appreciate that bar.
That one caught me off guard.
I appreciate
What does everybody want?
Head. What does everybody need? Head. Bro. Look, random thought. I think like 2 or 3 days ago, I randomly decided to watch somebody making a video of the history of the SmackDown games. Mm-hmm. Just broke down, you know what I'm saying, broke down my childhood and whatnot. Going from the first all the ones before SmackDown versus Raw.
So you're talking about like SmackDown 1, then SmackDown 2, Know Your Role?
Yeah, then the second one was Just Bring It. Then the fourth one, I think it was 5 total. Because I
do remember it being Know Your Role, Just Bring It. And then you said before Shut Your Mouth?
Yeah. Well,
there was Know Your Role, Just Bring It, Here Comes the Pain, Shut Your Mouth, and then it just base SmackDown also. So I think that's the 5.
Yeah. And I remember the third one was like a weak point, which I think was the one I never played, ironically. But like with SmackDown 2 just being so fire, like number 3 was like kind of like a weak point in the series, and it's like, nigga, how we supposed to be getting better and shit. You know what I mean? But yeah, like it just broke down like how ill SmackDown was. SmackDown is classic. SmackDown is definitely classic games in my opinion. Even SmackDown versus Raw, it was really
SmackDown
good.
versus Raw had some really good years.
Yeah, really, really good shit. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie. I always thought I was the only person that felt like this, but I'm glad to see that the streets recognize that WWF No Mercy is one of the greatest wrestling games ever.
Oh yeah. Niggas fuck with No Mercy just like niggas fuck with NWO versus WCW too.
Yeah. That game, I remember having that game, and I was very mad when my friends would have No Mercy because I was jealous of shit, and I'll be like, it's the same game, but just a few added elements that just make it so much better.
It's the same game, but slightly different.
Yeah, slightly better graphics, better tone. Of course, you know, I was more of a fan of the WWF. For your youngins that don't know, it's called WWF first. WWF's roster of wrestlers. Mm-hmm. I was more a fan of them. I watched that program more, so I was just like, damn, I wish I could have that. And then seeing that game, they had the 3D. Oh, 3D was such a satisfying move, my nigga. It was such a satisfying move.
It made you want to get the tables.
It made you, and the funny thing is, I think in that game, I don't even think you could really do it through a table, but it was still just so fire to do. Like I think that was when they introduced double team moves.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that you had a handicap match. You was in for a bad day, my nigga. All the niggas gotta do. I think shit would need to have to be timed well. You know, some of these games with double teams, you gotta be like same time. It'd be like, nah, nigga, the first nigga just gotta get you in a grapple. And then another nigga just comes to the side. Yeah. Like, I got him. Let's get this nigga. That shit was crazy. But yeah.
Wrestling
games. I see niggas trying to get you out of that shit. Nah, nigga, stand your ground, nigga. You know what I mean? You say wrestling, nigga.
I try not to. When I'm not thinking about it, I say it like that.
I'm gonna say, really? Because the way you be saying it, like you say it like how you do the third person shit. Like I be thinking it's all on purpose.
So anyway, yeah, that was the battle.
Cool.
Artist of the week. You have artist of the week, Quan? I can go first if you're not ready.
You can go first.
Okay, so my artist of the week. I've been bumping this tape a bunch. That E-Glock, Yellow Tape 2.
Mm-hmm.
I've been fucking with it. I've really been bumping it. I like it a lot. I don't think it's the best Glock I've heard, but it's a pretty good tape. And then besides that, if I had to give an honorable mention, I'd give it to the T-Pain Campaign EP.
You feel me? AKA was it Tylenol Pain Relief? Mr. Tylenol Pain Relief. You feel me?
Yeah. I've been bumping our EP. My favorite song is still DG You Can Trust.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? That was a good, well together put EP. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Them brothers are going somewhere.
Yeah, it was a hot 5 tracks that got out.
You know what I mean? Got out. You know what I'm saying? Kept it nice, kept it peaceful, kept it classy. You know what I'm saying? Kept it sexy. You feel me? It's what they do. You know what I'm saying? Them dudes was on to some of that. The cover art, I give that a 5. 5 out of 5 on the cover art.
Dang.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just yeah, that was a good project right there. Bro, joy to my soul. You know what I mean? But yeah, my artist of the week. I got a chance to listen to that Reason EP he dropped. It was like a 3-song EP, and it really kind of felt like, even though it was only 3 songs, it felt like Reason being inspired from the Dreamville sessions, because it was like kind of just a joint where he just had like mad people on tracks and stuff, which I'm not mad at. I'm definitely not mad at. Like, Reason is cool with the Dreamville camp. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was definitely there, a part of the sessions, and I would almost like to see more like really dope artists just get together and collab and just do shit. Like,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas just get on tracks and just rap.
It don't gotta be all this extra shit, bro. Like, just play some beats and let's rap.
Yeah, because I understand, like, you know, sometimes when niggas trying to do projects, they're trying to say something. So, you know, especially with good artists, that'd be my gripe. Is good artists, so like Kendrick Lamar, right? We love Kendrick Lamar, and every tape he does, it was either a deep tape or it had a concept. Really, after the Kendrick Lamar EP, every tape had a concept.
Yes.
Well, no, after Overly Dedicated, every tape had a concept.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? Section 80, concept. Good Kid, Mad City, concept. Damn, concept. Freaking Pepper Butterfly, concept. But it would be nice.
Untitled Unmastered?
We ain't counting that.
Okay.
But I did appreciate that, because that, even though like that was even though them joints is mastered, that just sound beautiful quality. But like, for those just be, I guess, the throwaway songs, it still sounded dope to just hear him just be like, what vibe am I on today? All right, and I want to make a song like this. You know what I'm saying? So I fucked with it. And sometimes I be like, my artists be too talented that they don't just be like, you know, I just want you to go in the booth and just rap. You know what I mean? I know you're gonna come. The album's gonna be fire. It's gonna stick with me. It's gonna probably have a message in there. All that's just cool. But I'm like, nigga, instead of me having to go through 1,000 other artists to get your feature verses, I'm like, bruh, I would like to just be able to just sit back and listen to 5 tracks, 10 tracks of just you and some of your homies just rapping together.
Yeah,
we could have got a Black Hippie tape like that
easily. When are we gonna get the Heart Part 5?
I don't know, but when we do, we know album coming. Yeah, I feel like that's the indication, and I'm with it. Every single heart has been fire. It hasn't been a weak one yet.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So I think he knows that. So we'll be all right.
Who's your artist of the week? You said it already.
Oh,
it was just Reason.
Reason, and I mean, I did have a chance to listen to the Ransom and Rome Streets tape.
That's good. It's good tape.
It was definitely a good tape. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, you already know I listened to a bunch of ESTG and I Swear Vezo at this point.
Cool.
So yeah, that's my artist of the week. You know what I'm saying? That'll wrap up the Hold It Down podcast episode. Another one in the books, another one in the tank.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? We out here, the God cast, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? The God pods. We out here doing what we do, supplying the streets with that good shit. You know what I'm saying? Bing bong.
Fuck your life.
Fuck your life. You know what I'm saying? Niggas really love that Coney Island shit. You know what I mean?
That shit just funny.
That's really Coney Island right there. That's their saying. Fuck your life. That really is their saying. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Bing Bong is either, but I'm assuming
I don't know what it means either, but I saw one of my homies who's from NY tweeting. He was like, niggas out here saying Bing Bong don't even know what it means. I'm like, it has a meaning? What?
I'm a New Yorker and I don't know what it means. I know it means like something, but I'm not gonna act like I know the actual meaning. And I don't know if it's a Coney Island thing specifically, but we also do like making just random noises and giving them meanings. So you know, Bing Bong.
I just thought that's something niggas said from there, like just as it's something silly to say.
I thought so, but then when he kept saying it, I was like, nah, that means something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I know the fuck your life. That's a Coney Island thing.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? You can even trace it for those that really want to trace shit. You can trace to when Nems battled Math Hoffa in the Fight Club days. Like when Nems was rapping, you could hear niggas saying "fuck your life." It's been a Coney Island thing forever.
All right,
you know what I mean? But yeah,
tell the people where they can find you at, Quan.
You can find me at SAYQUAND on your social media platforms. Facebook, never. Twitter, sometimes. Instagram, I'm on that bitch. You feel me? And you can find me at SAYQUAN.beatstars.com. You know what I'm saying? Holler at me for beats. You like ESTG beats? Got those. Got some I Swear Vezo beats? Got those. You want to do some drill shit? Got those. You listen to Summer Walker and you miss your baby? I got those kind of beats too. You know what I'm saying? You've been listening to a little bit more Ray and Lil Durk and you want to express your pain on the beat? I got them shits too. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Shit, if you want some Griselda shit, you're going to have to contact me for that because I ain't got none of that shit right now, but I know how to make it. I'm from New York. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. Holla at your boy. Buy some beats, man.
Cool.
For sure. Where can they find you at, son?
All my socials are the same. You know what I'm saying? At Not Bloodbath. Talk to me. I talk back. You know, if you want to talk about this show shit, that's cool too. Hit me up. At Hold It Down Pod. Follow the show on all the socials. You know what I'm saying? The TikTok, the Twitter, the IG. We everywhere out here. So yeah, also the YouTube. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.
You feel me? Like
and subscribe.
And subscribe. And then after you subscribe again. You know what I'm saying? Double click that joint and then triple click it just to make sure you didn't unsubscribe by accident.
Exactly.
And make sure you fully subscribe. Yeah, refresh the page and see how that thing says and see if it says subscribed.
Exactly.
Out here.
We want to thank everybody for making it to this point in the show. Make sure you leave a like just so we know that you made it this far.
You know what I mean?
Just out of respect.
Just out of
respect. Far
respect.
into the episode.
That's what we do.
Exactly.
We out here touching the culture. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
When we move, they move. Just like that.
And like that, we gonna end this episode this week, y'all. Remember to tell a friend to tell a friend.
And tell a bitch to tell a hoe.
And remember, the South gonna hold it down.
Bing bong.